Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's got gumshoe. I know it's... Jenna, you got that good point there. It was like, we're actually... Oh my god. Gumshoe, where have you been? Amazing. It's so good. Oh, so good. Oh, love it. All right. The next day, 10 a.m. Murmur. Oh. I love our court music. The music is fantastic all around. Court out session for tribal prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready too. Today will be the final day of the trial. Since our 3-day rule. Apparently that's a thing. I have both the prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory of the case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. He seems a bit on edge. Interesting. It's like, is it a worthy edge? Interesting. First witness. Prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. The producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. I gotta admit, I can't wait to see her freak out, man. Oh, it's gonna be glorious. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I am producer at Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer of Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yeah. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Ooh, snap! Also, great word with pontificate. Bonus points. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Give your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. Well, if she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down. Come again? So to speak. Alright, here we go. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. Okay. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. That's not true. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks at the table in front of the trailer. I found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. Again, not correct. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Or Sakura too! Sakura! Other Sakura! Green Sakura! Sakura 1617! Hello, other Sakura! How great to see you! Good evening! Happy Wednesday! Having a lovely day. Fantastic day. Things are going good. But dying! I hope, I'm assuming not feeling up to it. Not feeling great. I hope you get better. A lot of rest. Drink water. Vitamin C. Actually, I gotta get water myself. With ant poison. Oh! Yikes. Okay, maybe air it out a little bit if you can. Eesh. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. We used the van. I had to take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk. What with the monkey's head toppling over. I think the timing is our time is really messed up. It seems. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, you're cross-examined. Okay. It's raining. Sakura, I'm sorry. Ugh. Well, I hope it gets a little bit better for you. I mean, can you like just crack it just like a little bit, or you're not supposed to? I don't know, but it just maybe get a little fresh air. Maybe even step out if you need to. Get a little fresh air, a little a deep breath, some deep breaths. Looks maybe. So thank you. Sakura, as I've said previously, you gotta fake it till you make it. You know, lawyers. Dressing nicely. This is our final battle. Alright, here we go. So the trailer before noon. Sure. By yourself? Yeah. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Wow, she's really like cut and dry answers. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. Amazing. So it's at began at 12, ended at 4. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Oh, come on. Talk about more than that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting. The same can be said to you too, Edgeworth. And please stop banging your little desk. It hurts my ears. Wow. Turn around on that guy. A rehearsal afterwards, we went to Studio 1. We went? When exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4. The rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I don't think it was between those times. You would think. All I did was state the obvious. Supposed to start coughing. Well, we just ran to the other end of the house to hide. It's not. Sakura, you don't want to breathe that stuff in. No. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think you really can. It's like a natural reflex. But just try to be careful. That's all. Try to get some fresh air. Because that might, that'll turn you around a little bit. So Sal, take me. I don't think that's. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What do you mean? It means what I said. Sal took me in Studio 2 then. All right. I guess. 2:30 we had 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I hit 8 T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer, which is also true. Is there a get room waiting for the poison to sell? First place to be stuck. Jedi, good call. It's true. Do you have a floor plan that I can refer to and I can point to? More evidence of it not being that bad. More evidence. Because someone... Or do you have someone who can verify that? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat the steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat it, Did you find anything? I kind of wish she said a little bit more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss, but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. That's very interesting. So, proof that she didn't eat the steak that would have given her cover to do the murder. But none of this is the van to drive Vasquez over to the meeting. So there's a bone, fingerprints, hammer here, photo. Okay, so I think like everything else is kind of second fiddle right now. Show before noon. Began 12 sharp and then at 4. Rehearsal went to studio 1. But she wasn't included in that. Right? Okay. 15-minute break. A T-bone stays in the table in front of the trailer. So we have something here. In front of the trailer. In front of the trailer! It's right there with the table, with the plates and everything. It's gross, Sakura. Ugh. Right. She didn't eat the steak. What would prove that she didn't eat the steak, though? Right? I think all these things are have been kind of used, except for now the newer stuff. Maybe the timing of the lunch? Okay. So I think we're gonna have to present something somewhere. It seems pressing is not going to give us another option for something to use further. So if we're going to present evidence, and we're presenting it. What are we going to present? Well, if it's regarding the food, right? I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. So it may be something else. But you know what? Oh, wait. Well, maybe. Hold on a second. So I had Sal take me. That's not true though, because they were saying that it's only 4 people. Do I have something that's? After the meeting in the trailer. I think that's gotta be it. It says after the meeting, right? And of course, the rehearsal schedule. So we went to Studio 1. I think that was scheduled for 5 o'clock too. Let's see. Send it to me. Send this out to me. Excuse me. Maybe not. It's hard to find that crack. Right? What do you use it on? It's a good question. Table in front of the trailer. Maybe how exactly do they get the stakes? Maybe if I Oh! Hold on. I don't have anything for that. I'm thinking of maybe with the monkey head, right? With blocking the path. Does that affect her timing at all? The break? Right? She's going to deploy air. She's too good. Sucker, that's what I'm thinking too. Like, because there's only 4 people in the area. Plus, he's guilty. Oh, I like that too. Guilty, get him out of here. Get him out. Lock him up through the keyway. Get him out of here. But there's only 4 people. You had Sal, Hammer, Will, and Old Bat. Penny wasn't there. Dee wasn't there. But I don't know how to go about saying that she's lying for that. And I thought the pressing would reveal it, but unless there's a piece of evidence that shows it, I don't know. It's kind of vague for me. I don't know. Right? So I mean, I guess I could kind of stumble a little bit and try to stick a spot, or unless maybe I didn't press in an area and I missed an option. I don't think that was the case. Yeah, I don't think that was the case. I don't think we missed anything. And she's so terse. 4 and 5. Right, the reversal's at 5. Okay. So I'm gonna try the van for this part here because I mean, unless she's talking about... Wait, what was the monkey? 2 and 4. So... You know, she's saying she doesn't know, like, doesn't remember what time she went. Well, that's kind of huge because that's, like, the whole point. Right? So... Alright, okay, so I'm gonna stumble a little bit. Probably get maybe where to use evidence wrong, so it's gonna hit the bar a little bit. But that's okay, because we have the full bar, it's fine. We'll make it work, right? Let me try the van first. Because she didn't go anywhere. I don't think. No, it's gonna be nothing. Okay. So,
does that fit? Break in the meeting, which yeah, Sal did say that too. At 2:30. I'm not sure what the T-bone. So this is also the big. Maybe this is the big one. So maybe the other stuff doesn't matter. But what would relate to the T-bone steaks that would cause an objection? Right? How do I prove that she didn't eat the T-bone? I mean, I don't think the steak plate's gonna be this. I don't think, right? Unless say it's maybe a large bone. Maybe it's too much for her to eat, or it's too big. It's too much. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Large. I don't know. That's like, why would they have a descriptor like that, right? I can try. T-bone steak, steak plate. Give it a shot, I guess. Let's see. Objection! Holy shnikes, are you serious? Really? Okay. As I thought! Sure. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, right? But I say you didn't. What's this? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. Right. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? That's what I was kind of thinking too, is it? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there... Ah, bones left on the plate. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, how can a person eat a T-bone steak with the bone and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. You didn't eat the steak. Oh, that was a pretty good catch. One of these is not like the others. That was pretty good, man. It was to say the eighth bone. You ate the bone! I mean, I'd be curious to see, but I don't want to try it on thin ice, so I don't know. Also, a boneless steak. Filet mignon. They had their filet mignon. So you didn't eat steak. That's what I'm saying. You didn't eat any steak during the break. You took your steak and threw it like the incinerator. Wow. I see. That was what Miss Vasquez was doing during a break. Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Miso Samurai. Also, you know, I think both of these could be true as well, to be honest with you. Yes, Miso Samurai. Sure, go for it. She was meeting the Steel Samurai, or with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright! Isn't that a little presumptuous? Objection! I was kind of waiting for that, too. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Okay. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? The spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I don't think you could. Because they point out the weight of it, right? Or, well, that's also been broken. Could she have used it while it was broken? And then it was meant... I don't think that would be the case, no. I was like, if it broke, maybe it was lighter so that she could use it. But I don't think no. So, she couldn't have used it. I couldn't use it. So you had to do something else then, as a result. Someone else helped you. Sal helped you, maybe. No, Sal's a wimp. He couldn't do it. Let's see. I think you'd have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on the case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Huh? This case is going all over the place. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the spear was not used as the murder weapon. Well, it's because the guy... Because it was... No... Oh, the autopsy. Right? Nope. Suspect spear. Well, that wouldn't do it. Do you have a picture of the death? No, I don't think we do. No. I was gonna say, like, because there's no blood. There's nothing. With his body. The spear was not the murder weapon. So what in this case would be? The bones. She used the bones. It's talking about. That's Jenny. At this point, almost anything could work, man. Unless if you present it because it's broken, it's meant with duct tape. Maybe. It's a flimsy. It's a prop. It's a flimsy prop. Maybe. Could be. Try it. Take that! I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. More evidence. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. Right. But someone fixed it. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order! Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was? How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon you used to kill Mr. Hammer? have anything to go off of that? I don't know. Do we have anything to go off of it? Because not even, you know, Cody's pictures, Cody doesn't have a picture, right? Oh, no way. Son of a gun, damn, man. Okay, maybe, yeah, I guess so. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then.
Take that!
Look at this photo. What is this?
What? That's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. It's a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
What? Are you saying?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago is what happened today.
Has happened again! Oh, man, this trial was nuts! Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside of the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I can't say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago!
Precisely. I love that. I like that head bob. Ironic, isn't it? Ho-ho. Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. And are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1? And returned to the trailer, all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright,
how could she have dealt with the body? Couldn't? I bet you could. she had another way? The van. So instead of transporting props or, stuff like, you throw him in the back of the van. Or you throw him into the van. Transport him over to Studio One. Right? Or though... Wait. No, you couldn't. Because the path is blocked. So how could she have taken him from Studio 2 to Studio 1 if the path is blocked at that point of time in the day? Cody did say he was going through the woods, right? I could have brought him through the woods, I guess. Then again, we do have the van. So, maybe it is what we have. Another way. Go for it. Unless the time of death is wrong. Unless everything is wrong. Well, at this point, who knows? Sure, go for it. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance... Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. There was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Manella said use the van to drive Vasquez, right? So what's with driving just a dead body? Right? I hope this is right. I hope my logic is sound. Oh god. Alright, we'll give it a shot. Oh, good. You know, the lack of music does give it away a little bit. But I appreciate it when I don't hear it. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? Sal drove me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Objection!
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? I mean, it's hard to think that he wouldn't be. He was. She treats him like dirt. She ordered him to do it to help her. Yes. Of course he was. He had to be a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume too. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. Oh, that's why there wasn't any blood. Holy frick, man. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I know, right? Hey, I'm not doing half bad here. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? So what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? This is like a I plead the fifth. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did it? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle? You proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What?
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says.
Finger wag. It does seem very likely that she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. So what do I do now? Well, outright accusing her isn't going to do anything, because we're just back at square one. She could testify again, and then that way we could try to catch her in a contradiction. No further questions this kind of answer. So, testify again. Elaborate! She's going to say no, but I don't know. We'll go for it from there. Oh, man. It's all over. Jedi, a bunch of chickens in the gallery. They're quite down up there. Alright, testify again. That's my thinking. I'd like you to testify again. Okay. Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth. What would happen if I said it again? You ask the same questions and get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn it. Damn! To come so far only to fail. Sorry.
As it seems there's no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness.
Objection!
Edgeworth? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor.
What is even going on anymore? What is this, a trial or a circus? What's happening? What's going on? I don't know what's happening. I didn't.
I see. Very well.
Objection!
Your Honor!
I did come up with a question. I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well, yes,
Indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo... I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. Liz will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick. Man, Edgeworth just pulled us out of the hole, man. Why is Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. Oh, because he's all about justice and everything, right? So maybe he's trying to throw her under the bus. Under the van. But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that... Edgeworth. Okay. Alright, so we got a continuation. Excellent. After the body was found on the spikes, I guess. Or in the studio. I was with Sal and Obag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Obag, was quite agitated, pointing to Powers, saying, "He did it!" I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes.
Well, that's dedication.
Then I went home.
Never mind.
I was just like, well, we're just, okay, who's get the notes? So we're going to keep going, huh? Okay, fair enough.
I see no issues with this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're really close. She may be acting tough, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her. Or, you know, like, stab her with the knife of truth and twist it in her gut until she squeals. You know, that we use that image too, Maya. You feel good now, Maya? How about that? You like that, Maya? It's horrible imagery. Thank you. See? That's what I said, Soccer. It's terrible. Yeah. Big Thunder. Oh, okay, that too. So, jeez, it's my, okay, never mind. Thunder, sorry. Okay. Anyway, Brady too, Brady. Hi, Brady. What's up, buddy? How we doing, man? What's going on? What's up, doing? Oh, well, listen, you needed it. It's all good, man. No worries. Happy Wednesday/Thursday. Hope all's good. And you're doing extremely well. Alright, so let's go through. Sal and Obag securely when we found the body. I think also, and Penny was there too. But makes sense. It's right. What time? We were to meet at 5. So I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. 50. Keep going, sure. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there. Convenient. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying. Boy.
Let's continue.
Ouch. Powers was absent. Probably asleep in the trailer, still. Mr. Powers is taking that nap. So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. You expect me to remain calm?
Doesn't seem calm enough when I accuse you.
Keep going. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body, and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense of this one. Well, Miss Vasquez?
Logically speaking, perhaps, but no one there was thinking very logically. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. Doesn't stand out? Seriously, that big guy? Alright. We often left him on the bus when shooting a location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers.
Explains that too. Very well, continue.
Called the police, and then Powers showed up.
Hold it!
Timing? Oh, it's fine. Oh, that's what, Bray, it's good, man. This case is freaking nuts. Actually, in all honesty, Bray, I would say maybe put it on pause for the moment. Because holy frick, the case is amazing. This story is incredible. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived at the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey, Nick! Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. So Oldbag was agitated too. Well, Oldbag is in with Hammer anyway, so she's very used. So all picked off at Powers, and then left out. Now let's keep going. It is like the culmination, so you're probably getting all the lines of dialogue. Would be interested in seeing where everything is. The security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers did it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Wait, that can't be right. No, wait, that can't be right. Cody saw him walking away from the studio, right? So in the picture, it's not him walking toward the studio, or it's walking away. Oldbag is wrong. Your perspective is wrong, I think. Huh. Keep going. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective the photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. Photograph, meaning the one taken by the camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. Huh. I don't think there's anything I can use there. And why would you ask to be left out? You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. Don't think you can, like, refuse to be questioned at a scene like that. Right? I mean, you could probably just provide information. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. You get subpoenaed. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in the meeting. There was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered. Covered for it? Or covered it up? There must have been a lot of writing on it. Like all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. So we get to the notes. Okay. The script and your direction notes. They're quite valuable. I wouldn't want them to get stolen. I guess not. But wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for the rehearsal. Why didn't you bring them before? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. But you didn't know that beforehand. Who could think of rehearsing after that? I guess.
Objection!
Edgeworth? Your Honor! I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
Huh?
Think. Miss Vasquez said that she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. What? Oh! Oh no! Yeah, the thumbs up right there. Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What have you just said, or you have just said, is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate your concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
Huh. So the prosecution's in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Oh, because the path was blocked? Okay.
I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind.
Hammer was injured?
Wait. Well, that's not right either.
No, Powers was injured. Powers was the one that hurt his ankle.
Hold it!
How did you know about the injury?
How did I know?
Sal. He told me.
Sal was there.
You have to find something to peg this on her here. Or everything we've done till now would have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Come on, go get him.
Okay, so we've gone through, we got a lot of stuff. Power showed up. So what haven't we used? Sippy pills, the bottle. The photo itself. Map, murder weapon, or murder quote-unquote weapon. What did we go do? Well, Opag isn't reliable at all, but she said that here too, and then pressing. Left out. Register to get the direction notes. Wait, what time was that? Hold on a second. How would she be able to go back to the trailer at Studio 2 if the path was blocked because of the monkey head? Right? Wait, did Phoenix ask what time that is?
Hold it!
Oh, okay, no, okay, no. That's gotta be it. The timing is off. And also, I think it's wrong there too. It's Powers. Powers was injured. Unless we're saying that, or from the murder, I guess. Okay, we're getting confused. I'm getting confused. Oh my god. But I think this is it. Oh no, it's from 4. Frick. Oh no, so it happened after. So it would have been clear. Damn it. Okay. So that can't work. So she could have gone back to get the script, because if it was like 4:50 or 5, it's after 4, so she would have been fine. Why does she think it's hammers and not powers? Why does she think it's hammers and not powers? Oh, so powers is because they think of the because everyone assumes it's powers in the. Okay. I
think I get what your reasoning is right. I hope this is right. I think this is right. I mean, everyone's on this, well, was on this photo thinking it's him, right? So, you kind of, we go back to the beginning. Holy frick. How does it do this? Oh my god. What's this here? This is fine. It's a welcome to Japan overlooking a road. Well, very cool. I didn't even realize. Looker.com? I didn't even know this was a thing. How about that? That's very cool. I appreciate that. I'll take a look. Alright, that's my guess. Here it goes. Oh, no.
Objection!
Okay. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Oh. Yeah, I could do with one too. Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. Is that seriously still Hammer? But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending. One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Woo! I already said it. It was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Vanilla was at the run-through that morning. He would have known. He would have seen it. He wouldn't have made a mistake. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You heard him wrong? Or limping? Saw Hammer limping? Wait, what? No, that's not right either. Powers would be limping. Saw Hammer limping. Or heard him wrong. Oh, just probably would have just heard him wrong. Okay, I was like, wait, what? What? So she had the wrong person. She did see Hammer limping. Don't, Ray, don't mess me up. Don't mess me up. Yeah, don't mess me up. There we go. Something wrong. You're doing this wrong, you. Bad things. Yeah, gotcha. So she got the wrong name. So it's Hammer limping. I'm gonna get people messed up now. I've been pretty good with knowing who's who. Don't mess me up. So I'm wrong. I'm all mixed up. I am mixed up. I'm all over the place. I don't know what this case is anymore. But I'm gonna go with this. Gut feeling. She got the wrong thing. It wasn't Hammer. No case. What? I'm even more confused. Right, you're confused with me. Right, what's happening? What? What's something to do with the thing? So Powers is one injured. Right, yeah. So what? So Hammer is faking it? No. Get the hell out of here. Seriously? I guess. Oh, okay. Same name should be. I'm sorry. Things are happening. It's crazy. I don't know what's happening. This case is so wild. Okay, so you didn't hear it. You saw Hammer limping with your own eyes. But was it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. And when he was doing this, well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Well, son of a gun, holy crap. So what's the time frame of this? So they had lunch. Hammer drugs Powers. Hammer takes the suit from the trailer, walks from the area, from the staging area, walks through the gate, gets the photo taken, is limping through it because Hammer knows Powers was hurt, to get to Studio 2. Then so she murders him, then brings him in the van with Sal to Studio 1 to plant the body, get rid of the costume in the incinerator. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I'm getting it. Order. I think they're like. Okay. He was going over to the picture, the photo. Witness! Can you refute this claim? Huh. Let's see you sneak this one out. Worse, let's sneak out of this one, Vasquez. I'm ready for a grade A freakout. Sleeping pills. It could be helpful, depending upon. But you could show like, no, brain, never. Let's scroll back. I'm sorry. She knows faking the injury. Jonas Powers, who was hurt. So was saying it was Hammer. She confirmed what really happened. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? It's from the incident 5 years ago. Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. You need a motive. Why would she have wanted to kill the victim? If there's a reason, it's unclear to us. Does the defense have anything? In other words, can you prove she has a motive? I think that's her. And then whoever's in the photo that died. I'm guessing. It's gotta be the photo. It's gotta be the incident that happened 5 years ago. It has to be. Okay. I have proof, and I'll show it. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Show my badge. She wanted my costume, that's why. No one takes my costume. Nuh-uh. Roger Moore passed away. Really? Wow. Oh, man. That's a big name. Wow. Roger Moore. James, age 89. Wow. Boy, that's pretty rough and all. Wow. 89 though. Yeah, That's pretty good. That's too bad. Yeah. That's damn shame. That's a damn shame. James Bond 2. We're gonna have all your 007 tributes now for a couple days. But he did a pretty damn good job. That sucks. Damn. Alright, so yeah, I'll go with our photo. Playing tennis. I think he whacked the guy and then he fell off the stairs onto the spoke, onto the flower patch thing. That's what happened. He was taking a practice swing and you bopped him.
Take that!
This is the proof. It's the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom, not fall from the stairs onto it. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We were talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Damn. Slow the roll. Yeah, there's a lot of lines you can come up after that one. Slow the roll. Careful. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. The motive for murder. Well, I mean, looking at evidence, I don't know what we would have that shows a motive. I mean, unless it's the picture again. But, I mean, that's literally, I think that's everything that we possibly have. I guess. And we still have leeway, which is fine. But that's like the only thing I can think of. Because I'm almost positive that's her in the photo. That's gotta be her in the photo. Give it a shot? Why not? Sure. As you're going through all that, there's got to be a motive somewhere, right? So, reveal? I present to the court here. nothing else. At least that would make sense anyway. It has to be the photo. Right? Nothing else is related to it. Or for a reason. There's no other related reasoning. Just that. I mean, yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's see. We'll see what happens. We'll figure. We'll go through.
Take that!
Oh. Okay. Double up, I guess. That is my proof. And this tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. I'd say all it proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. For a second I thought it was good. Darn. Music got me at everything. I thought I was on top of it. Hey. So close. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a no motive. Unless she's just a manipulative, mafia-connected person. Then again... There's nothing else to connect to it. Because everything only relates to the case currently. There's nothing else. Well, if it's not the photo, then I'll double back and I'll say, I guess there is none. Go from there, I guess. Oh, Jen! Hello, Jen! What's going on? Great to see you. How are things? Happy Wednesday! Or Thursday. I'm trying. Hey. Fake it till you make it. Which is what I'm doing right now. Well, that's all, yeah. So, I'll guess. Motive? She had no motive, Your Honor. What? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. You got this still stand right here. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. He wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Wow. But from that standpoint, too, I mean, she's kind of off the hook, right? I mean, maybe manslaughter, I guess, but I mean, if he's coming after her, So you did it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. But... not really guilty of anything. I don't know. You're in full sense. I don't know. I mean, it frees up Will Powers, which I guess is at the end of the day what we're looking for. So, I guess it's really Hammer. Jack was wrong. Holy frick! What? Damn, man, this thing is crazy. Holy crap! Also, Becker 2, we're almost there. Becker, we got there. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel? Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene. No. Oh, no. Manuel. Oh. Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die. Please. Ooh. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again.
Miss Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez now?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. It's sort of like a weight off her shoulders now. She's not like maybe such a bitch.
I see. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have brought about yet another miracle.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers...
Yeah. Woo! Pinatas.